Hi, I'm Ben Mankiewicz. TCM's Christmas Week countdown is rolling merrily along tonight, runs right into Christmas night, which this year is the 25th. The best holiday movies surprise us. Our last film, Remember the Night, had a shoplifting Barbara Stanwyck on a holiday road trip to Indiana with Fred MacMurray. Up next, another bit of unexpected casting as the three wise men are sort of replaced by three wise guys. Humphrey Bogart leads the cast in a comedy, an escaped convict comedy, directed by Michael Curtiz. It's from Paramount in 1955. We're No Angels. It's Christmas Eve, 1895. Bogart, Aldo Ray, and Peter Ustinov are felons who've broken out of the notorious penal colony on Devil's Island in French Guiana. These are really bad guys, murderers and thieves, and when they stumble into a hideout opportunity with a shopkeeper's family on the mainland, they have every intention of robbing them later in the night. But then the unthinkable happens. Not that unthinkable. That wouldn't be a comedy, would it? This is a good unthinkable, an unthinkable very much tied to the season. Bogart is fun to watch as he plays for laughs alongside his regular tough guy image. He showed off his dry wit and dead-on comic timing in Casablanca. More recently, he'd made the 1954 comedy Sabrina, and he won an Oscar for his broadly funny performance in the 1951 romantic adventure The African Queen alongside Katharine Hepburn. This marked the sixth time Bogart collaborated with Michael Curtiz. Most notably, Curtiz directed Bogey in Casablanca, but their credited work together began with the 1937 crime drama Kid Galahad. We're No Angels offered Curtiz a rare crack at comedy. The shopkeeper's wife, a really critical role, went to Joan Bennett, who had played Spencer Tracy's wife and Elizabeth Taylor's mother in Father of the Bride from 1951. She had not made a movie in the 3 years before We're No Angels. Bennett had been blackballed in Hollywood following a scandal. Her husband, producer Walter Wanger, shot her agent, Jennings Lang, in a Beverly Hills parking lot, believing he had caught them having an affair, which Bennett denied. So did Lang, who survived the shooting. Wanger went to prison for 4 whole months, then got out and continued his producing career. Lang continued his too, but Bennett, and I'll point out the obvious here, she's the woman in the scandal, could not get a top-tier film job until this one. And it only came thanks to her friend, Humphrey Bogart, who insisted on casting her. From 1955, also with Leo G. Carroll, We're No Angels. Humphrey Bogart was a pro at playing cynical, world-weary, hard-edged roles, but he could also nail a clever line with the best of them. Off-screen, Bogart was known for his sly sense of humor as well as for being a bit of a juvenile prankster. Bogart worked regularly with his We're No Angels director Michael Curtiz, most notably, of course, on Casablanca, so he definitely knew how to push Curtiz's buttons. Curtiz was notoriously obsessed with cleanliness. He often complained about how dirty the set was. Eventually, I guess Bogart just couldn't resist and went with every 10-year-old's favorite go-to gross-out gag, a fake pile of dog droppings left smack in the middle of Michael Curtiz's favorite dressing room chair. If that wasn't bad enough, Bogart then proceeded to clean it up for Curtiz by grabbing it with his bare hand and putting it in his pocket. Head tonight, even Eddie Muller is decked out for the holidays as our Christmas movie marathon continues with a noir classic. Robert Montgomery stars as Detective Philip Marlowe in a mystery he also directs. Lady in the Lake is next on Turner Classic Movies.
Next on TCM, Lady in the Lake, then Alias Boston Blackie, and later Cover Up. TCM's an open book tonight.